Ashley, I mean, this is an important question. How did your 13-year-old daughter react to the letter?
Her reaction was, well, I think it's stupid, which I thought was great because she wasn't affected by it. She tends to have a pretty positive body image, but um, at least she recognized the fact that this was not the way for it to go.
Well, good for her. I'm glad that it affected her that way. But you know what? There's going to be a group of her peers that probably didn't take it so kindly and so well. So, Dr. Judy, can you address that? How can a letter like this psychologically affect a young teenager and a growing child like this?
Well, teenagers especially are always looking to their peers and the outside world for acceptance and cues. And also at that age, you are most influenced by those cues. As an adult, not so much, right? But at the years when you are trying to form your own identity, this is going to have a really huge impact on you. So if you're getting these messages from adults that you trust, like teachers that you really like, parents, then think about how that affects you in terms of your thinking about yourself. It teaches you essentially that you're not okay starting at a young age. And that puts negative thoughts into their heads about how they look, who they are, and how they have to be to adhere to these standards of beauty that are oftentimes unachievable. And when people have unhealthy body image, all kinds of things can follow, from increased rates of depression, anxiety, higher risks of eating disorders, and in some extreme cases, even PTSD. And really sadly, when you don't feel good about yourself starting at a young age, you'll have a harder time achieving good outcomes in life because you don't believe you deserve it. So whether it's your high school grades or getting a good job, getting into a great college, even seeking positive relationships, especially intimate relationships, it can affect essentially the trajectory of your life, which is why we have to nip this in the bud early.
For sure. And I just have to touch a minute on the medical aspects of wearing shapewear. I mean, there's actually several potential physical risks that can come with wearing shapewear. And if you have a younger woman who wears them too much, may wear them in the wrong way, there are real problems that can develop. You can be compressing things that actually can stunt your growth, prevents bones and elongating. Normally, you can get chronic pain. You can have sensation issues. If it's so tight, you're not moving your joints normally, that can lead to stiffness. You can irritate the skin. And there is actually a condition where that much pressure on the sensory nerves will cause damage to those nerves, characterized by tingling, numbing pain in your outer thigh. It may take weeks, if not longer, for that nerve to come back. So it's not like shapewear, without knowing what you're dealing with, doesn't have some problems in itself.